So Janessa came into our shelter program when she was still pregnant with her second daughter. She had left an unhealthy relationship with him and she had been in an overcrowded situation with her mom before she came into shelter. While she was working with us, she was able to receive help with housing applications, referrals to community partners, and services from our Work Ready Families team. They were the ones who helped her update her resume, update her cover letter, and help her apply for jobs. So ultimately, she ended up working with teens who were in recovery. So she was kind of hoping to use that as a stepping stone, either towards getting a degree in criminal justice or working in the medical field as an interpreter. So during her stay with us, she qualified for permanent supportive housing based off of her length of shelter stay and her other physical health issues she had going on while she was in the program. So ultimately, she was picked for the permanent supportive housing subsidy. The one she received was administered through the Old Colony YMCA, which is part of our COC, our community providers here. She actually found the unit herself in her housing search. She had a housing specialist, but she was ultimately the one that found that unit. We were able to do all the paperwork with them and to submit to the subsidy department and to submit to the landlord and for funding on our end. So she was able to move in, I believe, just before Christmas. So I think it was the first Christmas her kids had in about 3 years that they were actually like in their own place. They were in shelter. And I think it was actually her youngest daughter's first Christmas not in shelter since she had been born when she was still placed with us. So Janessa, she was really motivated once she had the housing voucher to move on from the program. She was definitely someone who like wasn't quite sure what she wanted to do. You know, she was in her early 20s. She had two kids. She wasn't really sure like what career track she wanted to be on. So she was kind of always dabbling in a couple of different things at once, trying to figure out what would be the best option for her to be, you know, financially stable for her and the girls. But she was always willing to work. She was always willing to try something new, try and find a different job, to try and find something to make sure that she could cover her expenses, you know, and provide for them.